episode 44.
My Parcel.
Hello and welcome to the Pink Eagle podcast. My name is Sally Jane and I'm joined again today by my daughter Rachel.
Today is Tuesday, the 14th of July. It's been cold for these past few days, so it is 11 today.
Okay. Were you cold?
No.
Was I cold?
Yes.
Always.
It's a 60% chance of rain.
It didn't rain though, did it?
No.
It's now. What? Did you eat it all up?
Yeah.
Because you were very hungry. Okay. You want to be in the podcast with me? Okay. All right. So we'll see how long Titus lasts. We'll move straight on to the knitting because we haven't actually done all that much exciting. And Rachel will show you the only finished object of the week. Come on.
What can I say?
What do you want to show?
You can show yourself.
Look. Oh, yes, because it's for you.
Okay. Finished object. Let me just get it so people can see. Okay. Show the sock.
You got to put it here by the camera.
Okay, show the sock. Now let me show it. And the heel.
So what sock did we do? It's a pattern for a double knit sock. And we cast on, when you're sitting on my knitting, we cast on 40 stitches. And then, because remember last week we said that Rachel was going to make herself some socks. Well, we cast on the 40 stitches because she's got such skinny feet. And we
Mom
thought
put
that she would...
Mom put in the heel.
No, I hadn't put in the heel yet.
No, you had put in the
Had I?
heel.
And then we discovered that they were too
Small.
because she's got high, she couldn't get them on. I
couldn't
don't think they're too narrow. I think she just...
I couldn't get them over my ankle.
And so we turned them into ankle socks for Titus. So there we go, one sock on our little sock model. Fish lips kiss heel, 20 stitches on each side, and then just a normal sort of decreased toe and a Kitchener stitch across. I do really despise Kitchener stitch. If for nothing else other than not doing Kitchener stitch, I like doing toe up. Anyway, so have you started the next one?
Yes.
Okay, well the thing is that's our only finished object. Rachel might as well move into works in progress with the same project.
Okay, this is the only works in progress I have to show because I've been knitting like mad all week.
I send you away if you do that. No, it's not nice.
Can I say something? Oh, cable's in the way. Ribbing.
So 2x2 ribbing, 40 stitches again.
I've got
What do you want to say?
One toy.
Hi. Go fetch some Lego and then you can show them.
Where?
We had great plans to record this morning while Titus was at a play date, and then when we got home, somebody let me know that there was someone on Instagram. Someone on Instagram let me know that on YouTube somebody was copying and reposting my videos. And if anybody runs into this problem, I'll share the link of the YouTube video that I found that told you what to do about it. Basically, under their video, you go to their channel things like this obscure channel, and then you flag the video and you say that it infringes on your copyright and you're the owner and blah blah blah, and then you have to put the link of the video that they uploaded, and then you have to put your link from your proper channel on as well for every single video, and there's about 50 of my videos copied. Okay, what do you want to say?
This is my trank spear.
Your trank spear. They've been watching Caleb and Titus have been watching a YouTube thing called Ark Survival, which is apparently about you land up. You're in the time of the dinosaurs or something, and then you have to survive, and you can train animals. So if you have a tranquilizer spear, then you can tame them or something, and then you can ride on dinosaurs or something like that. I don't know. I haven't watched. I picked this up in the background. So you have to have a saddle first.
Yeah. If you don't, then you can't ride them.
Okay. And what can you ride?
No, it was anything.
Anything. Okay. Right, go watch Ark Survival with Caleb. Oh, to quickly finish him, my boy.
Sorry.
So we didn't record earlier when he was actually at a play date, and it would have been easier because I have been spending ages flagging up all of these. You've got to copy your URL and their URL, and then you have to put in all the reasons why under each one, so it's like repeating, and then you have to submit it to YouTube with who you are. And so it is quite a big palaver. Anyway, so that was what I ended up doing most of the morning. 1 minute. Okay, so is that all you've worked on this week?
Yes, and this.
Well, I mean, you finished a sock in a week, so that's not bad. It is a double knit sock for a 4-year-old, but I think you may still actually finish the Yarn Woman's opposite knit along in time. If you hurry up with that sock, you'll be done. Well done. Right, what have I been working on? I thought I might also have a half finished object or have something off the needles, because I mean, I don't know.
Mom's been working on the Sylvie.
Yeah, I have. We haven't decided yet if having half a sock is a finished object.
It is.
Well, Rachel says it is.
If the ends are sewn in.
Yeah, well, mine isn't even off the needle, so this really is still a work in progress. So this is the white sandy beach socks. I've got the pattern here somewhere in my pile
of 1,000 patterns.
Yeah. There was a nicer picture. I did show it last time. It's got this sort of cable that runs up the side there, and mine is in owl sock wool, which I then dyed in these oranges, and then that's the cable pattern there. I've done the fish lips kiss heel on her extra deep pocket gusset thing that she's got in the pattern, and I am doing a 1x1 twisted rib, making the sock
2x2 twisted rib.
Right, and then I'm going to make the sock the same length when you fold it in half. So I've got a little bit to go.
Why do you always make them the same length if you fold them over?
Because I like it like that. Sort of symmetry. They fold over and then pack away nicely in your drawer. And I find it's long enough on your leg. It feels like it's the right.
Ones feel
Yeah, but I mean, you made little ankle socks, so.
Well, they don't look like teeny weeny ankle socks for him.
Not so much.
I think if I would make ankle socks for me, I think I would now do 50 rows of ribbing and 15 rows of knit.
Because you did 10 rows of ribbing and 10 rows of knit for ankle socks for him.
But mine are, if I tried them on, they go about this much off my ankle, about this much off my heel.
I think you're going
to. So they would fall off.
Make them a bit longer. So you can do 15 and 15.
Yes.
Or 20 and 20.
15 and 15. 20 and 20 might be a bit much ribbing.
Okay. You just don't like doing that much ribbing. Well, you could do 15 and 35. 25.
No.
No. Okay. Okay, so that's the one thing I've been working on.
I'm
kidding there. It doesn't feel like to me that it's any further than I showed it last week, and I've knitted it all blimmin' weekend.
Mom has been knitting that, and I told her she had to knit on her socks because she only has a bit left to knit on them.
Totally tangled with this. The yarn is tight. Hold that side. See if we can sort of straighten that. Yeah, up there. So we can
this way.
Up a little bit.
Up.
So these are for the flowers. Oops, you got to go the opposite way. These are for the flowers. So you pick up those and you make petals, which you then sew down onto the coat. So basically, it got to here in the pattern, about that height. And I would have had to start the arm hole decrease. And as you can see, that is not long enough for a coat. So I am now
modifying the pattern.
Yes, I am modifying the pattern. I mean, Pippin ate my chart. Did I show this last time? Had Pippin eaten my chart by the time we did the podcast last time?
I think that worked. Well, Well, Mom put it on Instagram and then put the face of innocence.
Yeah. Anyway, Pippin ate my pattern, but it's just the side. So I'm kind of, because they're leaves and flowers, but if I repeated the leaf thing again, then there would be like 2 flowers, and then there would be a kind of a narrower section with 2 lots of leaves underneath each other, not flowers, to balance it out. So I'm going to change the pattern a little bit to try and include another thing with a flower coming out the side, and to double that section up to make it longer. And then I'll have to double up along the back as well after I make the armhole bit. Otherwise, it's just not going to be long enough. So, the Sylvia of Doom continues. Although Sally Wool Diaries did say to me I should just pull it out, hold the yarn double, and make a different simple coat. Which is, however tempting that is, I just kind of think of all this work that has gone into making this cable bit so far, you know.
She'd gone mad if she ripped it out.
And then I just feel like it would be crazy to, I don't know. But it is driving me mad, and I'm needing to one part of me thought maybe I should rip it out, hold it double, and then just do the pattern for bulky yarn like it's actually written, instead of trying to figure it out. Well, I didn't do it in the beginning because I wasn't sure that I had enough yardage if I held it double. That was the one thing. And number 2, that being in South Africa doesn't get as cold. Of course, Karen tells us on the weekend that she's probably moving to Canada. So I really should have held it double, because then
Mama, I think she'll leave before the coat's done.
Yeah, she might leave it this way before the coat's done.
And then
so if I held it double and made it bulky, then it probably would be alright. Well, I don't even think it would be warm enough for Canada. Canada's so much colder than we are.
Canada's icy.
I mean, I've got a half a front, a full sleeve, and some of a back, and it feels like a lot to rip out and then hold it double and do it all over again. I don't know.
Think you could do that.
I think I've just got to carry on and do my best and try to figure out what I'm doing. And I just feel like it's no further than I showed you last time.
It is.
I thought we had 2. Didn't I have 2 flowers on last time?
You were here.
Something like that. It's taken me all week to do that little bit there.
You
like
had
2 flowers
you didn't have these 2 leaves. When you modify it, you need to put a flower here.
That's what I'm doing. I'm making this branch that's going off. Oh, I can't see upside down. This branch that's going off here is going to eventually land up here, and then that will be this leaf will close, and then it's going to be these cross, and this closes like that, and then instead of coming out to a leaf, it's going to come out on this side and be a flower, and then the next flower goes on the other side, and then
seems a bit tricky.
It is, and it pulls it in a bit, and I'm just yeah. Anyway, so that's that. Then, was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday, I realized that it's my mother-in-law's birthday very soon.
On Thursday.
And she puts a picture of something on my Facebook page with a link to a pattern. This is not very clear. I'll put the link to the actual website up as well. And it was just called, the title of the blog post was called Beautiful Hand Knit Scarf or something like that. There was no other title on it. If I Google search the image, somewhere else at a forum it said the pattern is on Ravelry, but I can't find it. I did look through cabled scarves and cabled cowls, whatever. I can't find the pattern. The pattern page linked on Ravelry to see what other people said about it. So this pattern is apparently a translation from Russian. Yeah. So it is a bit difficult to understand at some times. So like it will say things like cross yarn over, which actually means to make an increase. I did a yarn over in the beginning, which worked all right. But there are various things that are a little bit difficult to understand. Where's the one bit that's quite hard? It says, once you're finished knitting the required length, cast on elastic in rounds around the edge. And then make sure that the elastic closes up. Cross yarn over on the slanty edges. It's a bit hard. I mean, I'm figuring it out. I know, I sort of know what it all means. So what I'm going to do, I mean, you can see what it is as well. Once you sort of read the instructions, you kind of deconstruct it. You knit this middle bit. So you cast on a few stitches on the end, and then you increase out. I mean, just ignore that flower for now. You increase out, and then you knit this tube bit up the middle, and then you pick up all around the whole thing to do
It might work better
the ribbing on the edge. Yes, it's being sort of picked up on the side. So you cast on here on the bottom. So it's a little bit hard to show. You cast on. I'm picking up part of it. You cast on along this bottom thing here, and then you knit this way up these cables like this. Show you. It's kind of like pinky. I'm holding a couple of yarns together. Where are they now? Oh, here's the one bit. I've got to twist it up in something else. Oh, come on. I'm so twisted in everything I've twisted around the Sylvie and around my socks.
You know what I found in the...
No, I'm like totally tangled now.
I saw in the room with all the projects that there's...
So
one of your projects is
I found this yarn, which was in a box that somebody gave us, which is yarn wound together. If you can, they can't. I'm holding this silly. You can see it's a couple of strands of various things, and I don't even know what they are, held together. And then I put it with this mohair. You can see I've only got a tiny bit left, which is the pinks and greens and browns and sort of rusty colors. And that has made this color. I don't know how well the color is coming out. Yeah. And so I have sort of picking up around the edge. I don't know if you can see there a little bit, where I have started doing the ribbing edge outside. So what I've thought I will do, I hope if anyone knows what the pattern is on Ravelry, I searched for, I mean, like beautiful knitted scarf is not exactly a very descriptive pattern. And then the blog is called Lady Life Hack or something like that. I searched for both of those under a designer or under a something, and I can't find it. So I thought I'd just put a blog post up and put my notes and like an English sort of version. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying it's the exact version, and I'm not claiming that this is my pattern at all. It's not my pattern. I'm just, maybe if anybody wants to knit it, giving you slightly better English instructions, because there are translated instruction, and there is definitely something lost in translation. So this is supposed to, sorry, it's on a needle. So this is supposed to, let's just take this off, come around. Oops. Oh no, sorry, the cable needle is making, maybe on Rachel, you're a bit smaller than, the cable needle is meaning I can't stretch it. Not the cable, the knitting cable. So even on Rachel, it's a bit short. It does actually fit. The cable is just not long enough. So you cross it over like this.
You cross it over till all these two
and then
edges.
The edges meet. And then I'm not going to make this
flower.
You see, it's got a flower and a pin, a sort of a
there, Mom.
An eye cord flower. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't sit quite so puffy when it's off here. It's got more space, so it comes around like that. I'm going to get a shawl pin. I'm going to get the, let me see if I've got it open still. I'm going to get the Knit Pro, I think my husband ordered it because now it's not coming up on the picture that it was. Did I take a photograph online of it? I don't think. Let's look for, it's just a Knit Pro shawl pin. It's a flower one, so it's going to be the flower with the little stick that pokes through it, because then I don't have to worry about making the flower. So it's like this. It's a round flower shaped, and it's in the kind of rosewood, darker wood color. And that's what then going to be, because I think that'll match quite nicely with this sort of rusty color red, and that would be more the colors that she would like. Anyway, there was a green one as well, which I quite like. But Emma said he didn't know if his mother would like quite such a bright green. She doesn't like to stand out too much, So we thought that it might be better to do the plainer one.
Mean you like to have bright colours.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that my little bit of yarn is going to be enough to finish my edge with, because it needs a few more rows. If it's not, I wondered if I pulled back and then just did the edge in this color, if that would be too different. I don't know.
If you could just finish once you
See, it's not quite enough.
Once
I'd have to do a few more rounds.
You could do until the yarn ran out.
I might have to land up casting off in only this. But anyway, so I'm going to put the notes up on the on my blog for what I did, if that helps anybody that wants to do it. And then, of course, my other slight concern is that because Tarsi Mommy is podcasting, please just let me finish, my sweetie. I'm not going to be long, okay? My other slight concern is that because it is mohair, I'm a little bit worried about it being a bit scratchy. I did consider backing it with something. Rachel said I shouldn't.
No.
Why?
Emma wears a lot of polo necks.
We did think that maybe if it was over a polo neck like yours, that you wouldn't.
Wear it around a polo neck.
That you wouldn't then feel that it was maybe a tiny bit scratchy. I just really like these colours. When I did a sort of a little swatch of this colour, because I was either going to do it with this or I was going to do it with a plain cream coloured yarn. Make the whole thing more like, this is a sort of a cream colour in the original. And I'm hoping that you wouldn't have liked that more if it was plain. Oh well, I've done this now. I showed Emma this and I said, do you think his mum would like it? And he said he thought she would. So it is entirely his fault if she doesn't. And if she would have liked something else better, I don't know. So yeah, I'm trying to decipher the pattern and sort of figuring it out as I go along. And yeah, I will try to make some notes that might help someone else that ever wants to do it. And if anybody has seen it on Ravelry or knows what the name is of the pattern on Ravelry, that I could then link it to or whatever. And I'm sure other people, someone else must have written up some English instructions somewhere. But the pattern doesn't include needle size or yarn or anything. It's just literally this written pattern that is not always very... So I need to finish this by Thursday and hopefully we'll get the shawl pin and then that will be done. I mean, it's a reasonably quick project. I'm doing mine on a 5mm needle. I would guess that all of this held together is probably about a worsted maybe. I mean, it's this lot and this one. I don't know, maybe about a worsted, and I'm holding it, I'm knitting on a 5. So it goes fairly quickly and the cable's not difficult. It's only every sort of 10 rows. I'm not sure if you can get tightest rolling around under the table making a noise, but anyway. And that's all I am knitting on. So that was it. The Sylvie that's taken forever, the socks, and then I started this on Sunday. And you've only knitted one sock. Have you spun? Have you cross-stitched? Have you anything? No, we've just been trying to finish tightest the socks for the knit along. Yeah, so that's all I'm knitting. And the next is over to Rachel for an exciting bit. This is your first bit, the first time you get to do this. So what did you get?
My swap parcel. Let me just
show the whole bag.
So that the bag is to make it. Get the line. Do this. There's a line on both sides.
You need to go to play with Caleb.
Tell Caleb to put on optionals. So there's the back.
So who gave you your parcel, first of all?
A Candy.
A Candy. Who's Alene? So what do you say to Alene?
Thank you. Okay. She went for the theme orange and yellow. So there was a notebook.
Little flowers on her.
Stars, I think.
Oh, stars, yes.
So the notebook, and there's something else that goes with the notebook. It's a bendy pencil. So I thought I could write like this.
I don't know. That's very comfortable for writing.
So this, it came stuck here. So pencil and notebook for writing. I could do show notes.
You could too.
And then I could be the one with all the show notes.
And then you could be with the notes and lead the podcast.
Okay. Then I saw this. Titus wants it a bit when he was looking at it this morning. He wants the label. There we go. The colorway is, I think, called Summer Stripe.
So it's a orange, yellow,
dark pink and light
dark pink and light pink. And this is dyed by Nancy Sock at Cherry Tree Hill Super Sock 100% Superwash Merino. I'm just trying to see the Fireweed Dye Works Summer Stripes from Anchorage, Alaska.
Alaska.
Yeah, so this is going to
That's very bright.
make some stripes, isn't it? Well, you have to have bright in Alaska because it's dark for part of the year. So that is your summer stripes yarn, which is lovely, isn't it?
Then the coolest notions pouch ever. That is, and then watch.
You zip him open.
And he's got
his
teeth. And
That's very cool,
inside, it's got a little tiger measuring tape.
Hands over it. In yellow.
The little scissors that has the thing.
I'm just got a protector on the top there. A minute.
And darning.
And then show them how the whole bag unzips. It's one of those zippy.
Okay.
So it becomes one long zip, and then you just zip it all back together again.
Wait. You have to coil it.
And then he zips his teeth back in again.
And then let's pop everything back in. So I have a notions in my notions
And
pattern.
it's very cute, isn't
And
it?
now I can start using it. So there he is. He's looking.
All zipped up.
It folds up into like a square. And then he sits like.
It's very cute, isn't it?
Okay. And then
You were very lucky, weren't you?
I don't know how she found the ziplock. It's so small and cute. Okay. And it fits what's in it. There's nail art, summer candy. Ooh, that's not coming up very.
Going too close.
That's twinkly orange and orange, and then twinkly yellow. And
This is sun candy, nail enamel and twinkle. And this one?
so
Also sun candy. They have different. I thought they had like a color name or something. Those are cute, hey? So a yellow and a orange nail varnish.
it's like the eye art, but it's nail art.
Nail stuff, yeah.
It's called nail art.
Nail art, yeah.
And then I think these are paper clips.
Yeah.
So there's a zebra paper clip.
Hold it a little bit further back.
Is he coming up? And then a yellow elephant. So I was very lucky with my parcel.
I know we've posted ours to our
Partners, your partners.
swap partners. Yes, my partner's got hers already. So I'll put a picture up of what we posted in ours. And I don't think your partner's got hers yet.
Do you think aren't you going to post the picture once our
I'm sure she will have, by the time I've edited this and put it all up, it always takes me a few days, so I'm sure she will have got it by then. And yeah, your parcel slip, to fetch the parcel slip, came yesterday, and Rachel was off to my parents' house. So when they left here, I sent her and my dad off with the parcel slip to go and fetch the parcel. And then I had to wait until she got back from swimming that night at 8 o'clock to see what you'd gotten. I tried to send Granny a message to ask if she got a nice parcel, thinking that maybe she'd take a photo and show me, but she didn't get my message. So you got a wonderful parcel, didn't you?
Yes.
In this lovely bag.
Which...
Thank you so much, Alene, for spoiling Rachel. It's her first swap, and it was really sweet of her to get, really sweet for her to get such a wonderful parcel. Yeah, she really went all out with yellow being your favorite, hey? Which was very kind. So that is that's what you got. That was our acquisitions. We've done our works in progress, our finished objects. We haven't had much news. I'm hoping that I'm still going to the Rain Africa Spa Mandela Day thing on Saturday. So hopefully I'll be able to tell you about that next time. My step counting is going all right. It's just a little bit dismal because Cara is on holiday in France and they're doing loads of walking around seeing stuff, and so she did 20,000 steps yesterday alone.
What's she
or
on?
25,000 or something. She's on, I don't even know, 30. Then it's only Tuesday, 30,000 million steps. So I have no chance of catching it, but it has made me go for a walk yesterday and with the children again on the beach today. So I guess it is helping, hey. And that's all we've been up to. So it's just going to be short and sweet this time. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.